Good evening, citizens of Ringbeller, and welcome to the news. I'm Crumbaker.
And I'm Unk.
We continue our special report on imagination, that strange energy source found on Earth that fills people with wonder and awe.
Oh.
No, not that kind of awe.
Oh, sorry.
Since grown-ups and aliens don't really mix well together.
I blame every Will Smith movie.
Even Aladdin?
We don't talk about that one.
We're partnering with kids on Earth to help us.
In fact, we're about to go live to one of our reporters, Luna, who's about to interview someone who makes stories out of data. Over to you, Luna.
Thanks, Crumbaker and Unk. I'm here with Vivian Peng. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you.
You say you're a data designer. What is data?
So data is, to me, it's any kind of information that we can collect about an event or something that's happening. So for example, when I'm riding a bike, I can measure how far I'm biking, the distance, or how fast I'm biking, and that's all data that we can collect about this thing. And those things can be measured, and that's what I call quantitative data, right? And then there's another type of data called qualitative, which is harder to measure. You know, it can't take a measuring tape to it, can't put a number to it, but it's still equally important. So for example, when I'm biking, I feel really happy. It's something that I enjoy. But maybe when I'm going up a hill, I'm less happy because it's really hard to bike up a hill. So those things together can tell a full story about an event, and that's what I call data.
So why does data need design?
Design can really help data because sometimes data is really overwhelming. So a lot of times data is presented to us as a table with numbers. Or, sometimes the numbers are really big. So what does 10,000 people mean compared to 1 million people? To me, those are both really big numbers, and it's hard just reading on a paper like what that means. And so with design, when we add some pictures or graphics and animations, we can bring to scale what those numbers mean and help people feel that difference. And so design is a really good way to tell the story and make data easy for people to understand.
So Vivian, you work with doctors and kids who have gone through problems like natural disasters. How can you say that creativity can save somebody's life?
So a lot of times I work on issues that people may not be aware of, and it's really important to get people to care about what's going on so that we can take action and help these communities that are in need. So, when we're reading in the newspaper this many people affected, it's hard to feel anything, to understand what's going on, but when we take a picture or draw a cartoon or a story about what's going on, it helps bring people into that reality and helps people feel something so that they're inspired to take action and do something to help these communities.
So Vivian, you come off to be really smart. Do you need to know everything to make a difference?
First of all, I don't know all of it, that's the first, but I don't think you know everything. What I think is important is that we keep a curious mind. As a kid, I was always told that I'm good at science, and that's why I studied it and I pursued it. But I was always just curious. I wanted to tell stories, I wanted to draw pictures, and so that kept me learning. And I think what's important is not that we know everything. What's important is that we have a spirit of curiosity, and so that's the thing that kept me learning and doing new things every time. And it's also helpful when I meet people doing other types of work that we can come together and tell a story together and make a really big impact together, because I don't have to be the doctor that is saving lives. I have something really important that I can do as well as a storyteller and as a designer.
So it sounds like we need both science and art to make a difference. You heard it here first, folks.
Now, let's go to the weather. It's that time to beam up another life form from the planet Earth to tell us what the weather is like on their planet. Tractor beam. What wise and intelligent Earth substance do we have today?
Oh, please tell us, stick with rubbery dome on the bottom of it. The mysteries of your home planet.
We're not worthy. We're not worthy. Yes. Thank you for flushing that out for us.
Well, that's it here for the news on Planet Ringbeller. Join us next time when we interview a toilet paper roll. I'm Crumbaker.
And I'm Unk. telling you to be kind
and stay different.